Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video, I've got a whole bunch of emulation updates for you. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about multiple arcade machine emulator MAME. MAME version 0.249 just released, and I'll leave a link to the changelog in the description below. There's a ton of great information in it. So MAME version 0.249 brings about a whole bunch of bug fixes and also a whole bunch of improvements. For example, emulation for Atari 8-bit. On top of that, another version of the Crystal Maze has been promoted to working, and there's been a whole bunch of prototype cartridge dumps for the Atari Lynx, Nintendo Game Boy, and SNES. There's been a total of 5 machines promoted to working, including the Apple Computer Macintosh Color Classic. Here's the list of SNES prototypes that have been dumped. We've got Michael Andretti's IndyCar Challenge and also Tetris Battle Gaiden. For the Game Boy Color, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, you're gonna like this list. Almost every single game, if not every single game on here, is a DBZ game. MAME is free, it's open source, it's been around forever, and the developers continue to improve it. I do recommend checking it out, so feel free to check out the link in the description below. Next up, we're talking about SNES emulation on Android with one of my favorite SNES emulators, SNES9x EX Plus. And this one also got an update. Very surprising considering they introduced a few brand new features. They've added in an entirely new autosave system with multiple slots replacing the single autosave state. They've added in an autosave launch mode option to control autosave behavior when opening content, and there's a default timer. It's 5 minutes long, and every 5 minutes you get an autosave. On top of that, they've added in 3 and 4 times pre-scaling video effects, and key bindings for turbo modifier and app exit, which I don't understand. Why would you ever want to exit this app? SNES9x EX Plus is 100% free. There are no ads on it. It's open source, and it works on almost every single Android device out there. I absolutely love this app, and I love the fact that it just got updated with some awesome features. In fact, almost every single Robert Broglia app has been updated in some way, shape, or form, and there's a whole bunch of them here. And if you take a look on the Google Play Store, you can see some of them are paid. But they are free, they are open source if you pick them up from GitHub. I will leave a link to the GitHub in the description below in the event that you do want to check them out, but if you are planning on downloading them, you do need a GitHub account. If you don't, you won't be able to click on any of these links. But if you wanted to check out something like, I don't know, gba.emu, well, you click on it, download it, it'll give you a zip file, and then you can just open it, and inside of that will be the nice APK. Next up, we're talking about a fan favorite controller, the King Kong 2 Pro, that can actually wake up a Nintendo Switch. This is an amazing controller. I've done a review of this. Feel free to check out my channel for that review video. But now they are available at Target, and if you're in the market for a new Switch controller, I would recommend checking this one out. It is worth pointing out that this is a new version of the King Kong 2 Pro called the Zen, and I'm not entirely sure as to what every single change is. I'm assuming they're pretty darn close overall. I don't know if it's going to be just online or in stores as well. I don't have access to a physical Target because I'm in Canada. But let me know in the comments below if you're interested in this controller, and let me know if you've seen them in the wild. Last up here, and possibly least, we're talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And this is absolutely horrible news if you're a fan of physical game collecting. The disc version of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 only has 72.23 megabytes on it. Once you insert it into your PlayStation, you still have to download a whopping 150 gigs. So basically the physical disc is kind of worthless. Now don't get me wrong here, because I do collect physical games and I do actually enjoy it, but at the same time, if this isn't a sign that physical collecting is dying, well, I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a ton today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos, don't tempt fate, save your state.